Hey guys, I'm Dave, and today we're having a look at the Tartarus Chroma from Razer, and this is basically like a miniature keypad for gaming with, and possibly using it for other things, but mostly gaming to be fair. So this isn't a new product, it's been around for a while. There's a couple predecessors as well that I've actually owned and used to use quite a lot, but I don't really use it anymore because I have less time to game these days. But this is mostly, in my opinion, directed at like MMO players, but you know, there's no reason why you couldn't use it for FPS and all that sort of stuff without any issues. And it's a super comfortable, ergonomic sort of design. Well, we'll have a look at it, you'll see. So, yes, this is the Chroma version. If you haven't seen this before, we're going to have an overview of it anyway. So here we are, we've got 25 full programmable keys on there, improved ergonomics, and your chroma lighting, which is 16.8 million different ways to light this thing. So if we chuck it over the other way and have a quick look at what else it's got on offer. So again, 25 programmable keys, a programmable 8-way directional thumb pad, which is just on the side there, we'll have a look in a minute. Your chroma backlighting, improved ergonomics, sorry, pronouncing that terribly wrong. Adjustable soft touch wrist pad, so this bit at the back. Full anti-ghosting, which is great, which means you can press multiple keys and it'll still register. Unlimited macro lengths, which is, again, when it comes to MMOs and all that sort of stuff, it's super handy. And of course you can have unlimited game profiles, so again, another super handy little feature. And of course it works with Razer Synapse like most of the Razer products do these days. So let's get out the box and have a good look at it. Let's see. Yeah, it's got a window. Let's see. We'll open it from the top. There we go. Chuck the box on the floor. And here we go. So there it is. We just pull it through, get the cable, nice long braided cable there, and as always, you've got your quick start guide, your letter from Inland Tan, some chroma stickers, pretty standard stuff, and then here it is. So, very nice indeed, very Razer-esque sort of look. So, the idea is you rest your hand on here, and obviously you can see by the design of it, it's very ergonomically shaped for your hand. Unfortunately, this is a left-handed device, there is no right-handed versions, so it's fine if you're right-handed, because typically you'd have left hand on here, right hand on your mouse, and that's the way it would work. So here's all your keys, right there, and you also have some additional ones on the side as well as this one. So when you've got your hand resting on there, as you can see, these are right there, and this is a up, down, left, right, just here, which is really nice, very tactile feedback on there, which is great. You can feel all those clicks, really easy to move as well. So again, when you're resting your hand on there, you're easily going to be able to do that without putting tons of pressure on. You can probably hear it clicking away there. I'm barely touching that, which is, I kind of like that feel. And then you've got a button just there, and you've got one just there. So your thumb's got lots of access to controls there. And then of course, your 15 keys just here. So when I used to have the older version of this, I would have it, these keys, your up, down, left, right, or your W, A, S and D I should say, so you could navigate around, and then the keys to the left and right I'd have for different actions and all that sort of stuff, and it just makes it nice having everything just there in your hand, so you can have that there, your mouse here, keyboard up here if you need it, and just game away. And I really like these when it comes to MMO gaming. I think they're super handy, and again, like I said earlier, kind of not really useful when it comes to other kind of gaming. I did use it for when I was playing FPS and stuff like that, because I got so used to using this keypad, I almost couldn't use a keyboard. I had to retrain myself to use a keyboard, and now I just use a keyboard for full time when I'm gaming. But for some of you out there, you might really like the idea of this. So on the rear end there, there's an adjuster. So there's a little switch on the side there, so you can adjust where the palm is. So if you've got a really big hand, you can pull that right back and get that extra reach. I've got fairly small hands, so I'm quite comfortable with it being on its smallest setting, and it's really quite nice. So let's plug it in and have a look at the Chroma, and have a quick browse over the software as well. So here's a look at the software as it's plugged in to the PC, and you've got everything you'd expect to see. You've got your profile selection here, and as it said, you can set up unlimited one of those. Just click the plus button, really easy. You can name it there. You can link programs, so if you want it to link to, say, CXGO or something like that, then you can click that and point it at the exe file. Here's the button changes, so you can see all the assignments that are on there. So for example, key 8 is currently set to 5, and so on and so forth. And you can just click on one of them and it brings up this box, and you can change the defaults, some presets there, and all sorts of different stuff, as well as creating macros and all that sort of stuff. Or you can disable the key altogether if you're never going to use it. So that's super simple as well. You can change to the side view, so you can edit these keys right here. So there's your up, down, left, right. You can change them to something else. The space bar, currently set to space bar, alt to there, and then back again. And then you've got your key mappings. So there is an indicator light right here on the side of the device, and depending on the combination of lights you have showing are the different types of key mapping you have. So for example, you've got yellow would be this one, and then you could say set this key right here to change the key maps, so that it would change to green, and then you'd have a new key map, and so on and so forth, all the way up to 8 key maps, which is really nice. Then we got over to the lighting options. So pretty simple with this one. You've got breathing, spectrum cycling, and static. So you can select breathing, choose the colour that you want it to be. Static, again, it will just be one static colour. And also, if you have other Chroma devices, you can sync them all up if you had some others plugged in by clicking this button, and then it'll be all nice and synced together. Then at the top you've got your macro recordings. We all know how this works. Create macros, then you can start recording whatever you like, and they can be endless as well. We've also got some new add-ons and your stats as well, which I've got disabled at the moment, and you can do like how many button presses you can do and all that sort of business. So here's a look at the colour changes. So we've got the breathing mode, and we can set random colours. So it'll go, as you can see, it's changing through green to yellow. Then we've got orange, and it'll just slowly cycle through all the different colours like that. Or you can set it between 2 colours of your choice. So we could have red and blue if we liked, and it would change between red and blue. If you've got like a themed setup, then that could come in handy. Spectrum cycling is basically, it'll go through all the different colours for you without deactivating the light like it did a minute ago in the breathing mode. You can see it's cycling through different colours there. And static, we can choose whatever colour we like. So if you wanted yellow, there's yellow. Pink, it'll change to pink. And there we go. Nice and simple. So there we go, guys. The Tartarus Chroma is a niche product, definitely a niche product. Those of you who play MMOs and MOBAs and that sort of thing will know that something like this can be pretty handy, having the extra keys and all that sort of stuff. There are obviously alternatives with keyboards out there with a lot of macro keys on the sides and all that sort of stuff, but I gotta say, from my personal experience, I did use a previous version of this for a great many years, and I swore by it. It took me a long time to actually train myself to actually use a keyboard again when I stopped using one of these. So yeah, it's one of them, you know, if you see it, you try it, you're probably going to fall in love with it. But looking at it in this video now, you're probably thinking, I'm not quite sure what the point of this is. It's definitely one of those try before you buy sort of items. And I think with those things in mind, you know, it's a slight upgrade to its predecessor. Of course, it's Chroma now to make it all fancy and in line with the Chroma range, which is a nice touch if you're into your Chroma. I think I'm going to have to settle on giving this a recommended, with it being such a niche item, and only slightly upgraded from its predecessor as well, from Razer. So